Hi everyone, this is Ryan Hoyme, aka Massage Nerd, and today we have Iris. Welcome, Iris.
Hi there.
Yeah. So we just got done with Whitney Lowe's keynote speech. So what did you think of it?
That was fascinating. It is a peek into the world of possibilities. He spoke of MOOCs, these mass open something classrooms, I forget what the words were, that is open access to coursework online that is freely available to anybody. The interesting piece was the whole debate in the university setting of do you give credits for that, which seems to be a potential trend also, and that at that point they charge for the credits. I think it's a fabulous idea. I like the idea. One of the coolest things that he brought out was digital badges, like Girl Scout badges for accomplishments. You get a badge for showing up in a certain way or demonstrating you've done something. I think that is a true wave of the future, a true opportunity to kind of say, let's put things in these bites that people can take at their own time, in their own manner, and demonstrate accomplishment and get some kind of digital badge that says, I did that.
Yep.
And I love the concept that you could take right now with these MOOCs, you could take a certain course at Stanford and another course at Harvard and another course at Yale, and then another course at the community college down the street if they had them, and cobble together the elements that would make an amazing curriculum that you created. Well, who's giving you the final credit for that? Who's giving you the stamp of approval or the degree or the whatever? And what he spoke about is that universities or education in the future or certifications that will be cobbled together by individuals rather than a university saying, here's the program and you have to take this, and that, and maybe you don't like this, or maybe this is irrelevant, or maybe you've had this in something else in your life, but you can demonstrate that you have this information, and maybe some school really focuses on something that's very valuable and that you blend it with something that another school offers, that why not create personalized degrees? I think I don't think it's a long way in the future, but I think it's a pretty sweet idea.
Yeah, and technology, I mean, it's moving at such a fast pace that massage schools, how do you think they're going to adapt to all this?
That's a really good question, but I like what comes to my mind. It's like right now in the state of Florida, we have a 500-hour minimum requirement. I have a 624-hour program at Educating Hands. But I could see how I could say, let's do a 1,000-hour program and have 400 of it be in these categories that we can utilize MOOCs or some online access process and have more people be able to do it. And maybe, I don't know how the state would feel about it. I'm going to the Board of Massage meeting next week. I'll see if I can bring it up and see what they say. But the idea of having that be available to say, even for the foundational stuff, and then have more in-depth practical applications. I love the idea of even just having people discover pathologies in this way, then come in and discuss pathologies in a way that's how to apply it, about maybe have people representing these pathologies as examples in the classroom and discuss how you could do it, and maybe have it come every week. The same person comes back for a while and you really see progression or discuss that. I think it's a fabulous possibility where we could really enhance foundational education.
Yeah, because I think massage schools definitely need to grasp this whole theory and stuff and go that route, because otherwise we're going to be left in the dust.
I don't know if we're left in the dust, but I think that for schools that are serious, unfortunately we have to say that a lot of schools are in it because it's convenient and easy to do. But for schools that are really serious about educating quality therapists, this would be ideal, because you could get a lot of the self-directed information, stuff that you can read on your own. Do you really need to read it and then come into class and have somebody speak it so that you can go home and read it again? I mean, that's one way to learn. But as Whitney pointed out, that's really learning at the first level of Bloom's. It's really just rote memorization and repetition. To take in understanding and the ability to apply information in new circumstances, that to me demonstrates real learning. So if we could have them do the kind of rote memorization learning on their own and come in to explore the application side of it, the creation side of it, the really higher level learning, boy, the level of therapists that would leave our schools would just be in heightened.
And I'd
so
love to
tremendously.
see people in the field longer too. That's my goal.
Well, people in the field longer, a lot of that has to do with how do you teach them to use their bodies well so they don't injure themselves or break down their bodies over short periods of time.
Yeah.
So I think that's really exploring body mechanics and really having that be a significant portion of the program. I think most schools talk about it, but not all schools really reinforce it and support it. And once somebody gets out in the field and they're in their space by themselves, they're often create habits that aren't necessarily helpful. And they don't even realize it because nobody's there to observe them, and they maybe don't pay attention on the proprioceptive level to notice that they're doing that. And so they end up creating bad habits that over time just kind of wear down their bodies. And so it may be, I'd rather see states require people to come back to get that kind of foundational stuff reinforced and corrected over the life of their career, which I think would extend most people's careers quite considerably.
Yeah.
You know, depending on why somebody gets out of the field. Some people go in and out of careers quite regularly in their lives.
Yeah.
You know, this modern philosophy is people aren't necessarily attached to a career for a long time. They use it as a stepping stone, or I did that and I'm doing this. But if somebody is wanting to do this and wants to stay in it for a long time, it's really sad when they find that they've injured themselves and therefore can't.
Yeah.
So I think that's a realm of more practical support, which if we got them doing more of the intellectual stuff outside, they'd be able to have more practical time in the classroom being supported into better habits.
Yeah.
So I think that's, I think it's fabulous. I don't know how many years it'll take us to embrace it. And I'm like the last person to think I'd be talking this way because I only just got a Facebook page 2 weeks ago. So, but I'm ready to jump into this one and feel like this is the way to the future.
Yes,
I think this is
definitely.
fabulous.
Yep. And what's the best way for people to get a hold of you if they want to collaborate with you with this stuff?
Well, my Facebook page is Iris J. Berman, B-U-R-M-A-N. So that's one, or Educating Hands School of Massage in Miami, Educating Hands, www.educatinghands.com, or iris@educatinghands.com is my email.
Okay.
So that way, anybody who wants me can find me.
Okay.
But I'd love to collaborate. I think this is just a fabulous opportunity for our whole profession, and he's right. I mean, technology is here. I mean, I tell my students I got into this field before answering machines were invented. And people look at me like, really? Was that horse and carriage days? I mean, they have no concept, the young ones, that there was ever a time before that. And here we are into, cell phones and emails and Facebooks and internet of all, stripes that really take us, we have to use it.
Yep,
It is
definitely.
how we communicate. And I love that he was speaking about having a class that had people from Singapore, Germany, and Australia all at the same time. Why not?
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Iris.
Thank you very much. Excellent.
Thanks, everyone.